Now, every once in a while, there are some trucks that maybe don't get covered immediately right when they come out. Or sometimes there are some trucks that get missed because we're covering a lot of other trucks at the same time. Regardless, I'm really happy to be able to feature this thing, Nick's F450 Monster Truck, here on the channel, and let's go ahead and dive right into it and see what this thing is all about. Now, if you have tuned in on one of my recent live streams, you may have seen this truck already, but this time we're going to be doing a full, in-depth, detailed look at the customization, detailed look at the performance, and really seeing what this thing can do. So let's go ahead and fire it up and see what it's all about. Roars to life, and literally, like, it's already got twin hood stacks right off the bat, so you know it means business. Really interesting, like, satin purple paint job right off the bat, too, and these monster truck tires look awesome. So let's go ahead and get into the garage, and also, even though the steering wheel doesn't really turn or anything right now, the interior does actually look really, really, really good. So once again, we're going to go ahead and ease it on into the garage and move on in. And if we go straight to the customization, well, before we do that though, you'll also notice that this one says no RS. That means no rear steer. There's another version of this truck that has rear steer. This particular one does not have it. So if we go into the customization, we have a couple of different options in terms of engines. We have the 7.3 Power Stroke Performance and the 7.3 Power Stroke with the High Performance Tune. The High Performance Tune really, really, really wakes this thing up. Now, there's also two different gearbox options, but we'll actually swap those out outside the garage using basically like the dev tools and the quick garage, because I do like to kind of swap between those back and forth kind of interchangeably whenever we get to a new obstacle that allows for some usage of a different gear ratio. So now, as far as the suspensions go, we have the stock monster truck suspension, stiff monster truck suspension, and soft monster truck suspension. The soft one is actually a lot more flexible than you might think, even for a big monster truck, and so I definitely recommend giving it a try. Now, the tires, you have three different options. You have these 63-inch custom monster truck tires, 55-inch double dually tractor tires, and single tractor tires. These are both going to be your mud truck and mud bog setups, whereas this is going to be obviously your monster truck setup. And then winch-wise, you've got just an offline winch. That's about all you're going to get with that, which is fine. And then bed add-ons wise, you do have a dually fender set, which is really, really cool. I use those sometimes, and then other times I prefer to use it with the standard bed. And then with all of these wheels, you really only have one wheel option. So unless he adds more wheels to it in the future, I don't really even recommend clicking on the custom wheel option. So when it gets to the colors, though, it really goes to show how well this thing is textured, because the colors are all bright and they all pop, especially the lighter, brighter colors, which the darker colors do look good on this thing. But like, if you want something crazy, like, dude, you could go with this like lime green and it is so incredibly bright. Like It's so bright that you could almost hurt your eyes when you look at it in the sunlight if you have a powerful enough computer. So let's go ahead and fire this thing up and see what we have in terms of, do we have any trailer options? I doubt it. I mean, it's got two hitches on the back. Oh my God. Okay, well, I mean, I guess we have more trailer options than I thought. And yo, the cool thing is, if you do like the log trailer, for example, it goes to the drop hitch. Oh, that's awesome. So an actual, like, drop hitch with purpose. That's so cool. Let's see what this looks like actually hauling some logs. Dude, can you imagine hauling logs through, you know, a campaign map with this thing? Like, using this for your medium logs delivery? Like, what? Okay. That's on a different planet, but alright. God, really putting that drop hitch to work, though. Like, honestly, you know, these gigantic drop hitches, normally they're just there for kind of almost no reason, but this actually puts it to use and does something with it. I love that. I respect the crap out of that. Let's see how it hauls through the river. I did not expect to start this out with a towing test, I'll tell you that. But wow, oh my God. Come on. Oh, it actually kind of sputters out if you do it in high. Oh, there goes the logs. No. Although the cool thing is, since it's that type of trailer, we can just repack it. So since it's got like the stakes on the side, we can just repack it and it's no big deal. God, I love that. Is it bad that I love the fact that we can haul logs with a monster truck? I mean, maybe that's just like the little kid in me talking, but hauling logs with a monster truck, I mean, come on. Let's see if we can make it up this wall with the logs behind us. Probably not, but once again, It'd be worth a oh my god. No. We did not just do that. Oh, I should not have done that. Hold on. If I want to get this thing to the top of the hill, I'm going to have to keep the momentum going. Hold on. Jordan high. Flat out. Flat out. Flat out. Oh. Nope. Dude, you got to have every last bit of momentum on your side. There you go. There it is. I'm staying flat on the throttle. It can't do it. Oh, my God. It can't do it unless it has tons of momentum. All right, we're going to go ahead and detach the trailer. Now, it could do it if we had enough momentum and we didn't stop that first time. It was kind of silly of me to stop like that, I will admit. But what's crazy about it, too, is that you can crawl around on rocks with it. Like, you don't just have to do monster truck things. Now, granted, doing monster truck things in it is very, very fun. Like, you know, driving over other vehicles and crushing things. But you could actually, in some regards, kind of drive it like a giant crawler. It's not really made for it, but if you really wanted to take it outside its comfort zone, I suppose you could. Look at that. Freaking look at that. That's huge. Oh, God, that was almost a big rollover. Let's see how it does in the mud with the giant monster truck tires. Now, granted, these don't usually do all that great in mud since they're so wide and the SnowRunner physics system doesn't really take well to super wide tires in mud. But let's see anyway. Oh, wow, okay. Floated over that pretty good. Now, granted, this is just the shallow stuff, but let's see how it does in lane number 1. Not awful. Definitely not awful. Oh, once it gets into lane 2, though, it's not happy. Lane 2, it'll get up to second gear, but then it'll kind of go back and forth between first and second gear, which isn't bad. Now, let's see how it does with the mud singles, the tractor tire singles. Those should be interesting because they're going to be obviously a lot narrower, and sometimes the physics system really does prefer those narrow tires in the mud. It's okay, so it's no mud truck. It's definitely, obviously, it's a monster truck, but you know, when you get into the really deep mud, even with the narrow tires, you can tell that it's still kind of not too happy about what you're trying to make it do. I mean, and it'll do it, don't get me wrong, it'll do it. It's just not the happiest camper about it, which I kind of expected, but then again, at the end of the day, it's still very, very good at everything that it does, considering the fact that, once again, it is not a mud truck, it is a monster truck, and yes, there is a big difference between the two. So let's go ahead and make our way back now to the dips obstacle, see how it does over there, and then obviously I'm going to take it to the bridge jump, but I have a couple of other things I want to try with it first before we take it to the bridge jump, because we really are flying through these obstacles at this point. And by the way, does it not just look so freaking good? Like, I love the way this thing looks, man. I absolutely love the way this thing looks. And is it just me, or do the newer Fords really lend themselves well to, like, just the way they look as a monster truck? Like, life as a monster truck is a really good, you know, really good way to represent these trucks, I think. A really, really good way to represent these trucks. All right, let's go ahead and hit the dips obstacle. And I'm sure with the soft suspension especially, it's going to do awesome there. I don't really think we have anything to worry about per se, but what I do think we're going to have to think about is hitting it too fast. Because if we hit it too fast, that's where things are going to start to go badly wrong. The suspension tuning does feel pretty good, though. It's not all that bouncy. Like, it's got a little bit of bounce to it, but not as much as you might think, really. There we go. Oh, God. Whoa. Whoa. Come on. A little bit of damage, but it's gonna happen. Again, it's a monster truck, and, you know, if you're not throwing it around, you're not using your monster truck correctly. Oh my God, the backwoods trail, it's just, like, tearing up. God, it's just tearing up the backwoods trail. Holy smokes. Oh, don't you do it. Oh, lost it. Really? You want to go to that? You want to go to that winch point? There's so many winch points available, and you want to... Oh, come on. So many winch points available, and you want to go to that one. Okay, bud. There we go. Pull yourself back over, and we're good to go. Let's make it on out of there. Come on. Really, though, not bad. I mean, I've seen a lot of trucks that are huge do a way worse job back here on the backwoods trail for sure. Now, the mountain climb. I don't know how it's going to do up here. I haven't really tried it out all that much on rocks yet, so throwing it at the mountain climb is going to be an interesting test for sure. Biggest thing is going to be trying to make sure it doesn't flip over backwards. It's doing all right, though. Definitely doing better already than I thought it would. I mean, we're already halfway up the mountain. Oh, yep, there she goes. There she goes. I'm gonna pull it back down. Oh, come on. All you want to winch to is the dang shrubs. That's all you want to winch to. That's the, like, I almost feel like that's the biggest downfall of the quick winch in this game, is that all it wants to go to is the tiny little shrubs that aren't connected to anything. All right, one more time. Different line this time, too. Repair and refuel, good to go. And let's turn you around. If we could. Like, if we could turn you around, that'd be great. That would be just dandy. All right, I'll make my way up. Come on. Ooh, there it is. Well, I gotta do a little bit of a squeeze between the rock and the tree. But once you squeeze through, you're all right. And I definitely think I would be doing a little bit better with the rear steer version up here, though, because with tight sections like this, the rear steer version wouldn't even need to turn around. Hey, there it is. There it is. And now we get to, well, I was going to say we get to send it, but we're not really doing much send, considering the fact that we were stuck in a tree. Oh, now we're really stuck in a tree. Oh, God. Oh, that's wonderful, isn't it? Oh, that's real good. Hold on. We really did a great job of getting this guy stuck, didn't we? Come on. There we go. Phase the axles on through. I don't even care if I flip it over. I just want to get it out of here. That tree is bending. Come on, tree. Let me go. Let go. I said, let go of me. Oh, my God. All right. Back to that fallen tree now. All right. Yep. I think I finally convinced it to let go of me. I did. Jeez. Finally convinced that tree to let go of me. All right. Bridge jump time. Let's go. Definitely going to be putting this thing in neutral. We're going to be getting it up to speed and then throwing it in neutral and letting gravity take over from there. Definitely glad we're doing it in the non-rear steer version, though, because trying to get the rear steer version to go straight down that bridge jump would not be a fun experience. Unless you really like lots and lots and lots of crashing. Where are you gonna land? There's neutral. Go! Oh my God, wow. Cleared the barrels, landed straight on the front tires, and silly me hit the brakes and then basically just nosedived the whole truck. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.